Hello and welcome. In today's video, we'll be sharing 8 essential gardening tips that can transform your garden. Let's get started. You don't need acres of land to create a bountiful garden. Let me introduce you to vertical gardening. It's a brilliant solution if you're working with limited space. By training your plants to grow vertically, using trellises, walls, or hanging baskets, you can maximize the available area. This technique is particularly well suited to herbs like mint or cilantro. Imagine a wall adorned with a vibrant tapestry of petunias or marigolds. Vertical gardening improves air circulation, reducing the risk of fungal diseases. For climbing plants like cucumbers or beans, a sturdy trellis is ideal. Herbs can thrive in a multi-tiered planter, while succulents can create a striking display in hanging baskets. So why not give it a go? You'll be amazed at what you can achieve.
Know you've been a good friend.
Gardening is all about working with nature, not against it. One harmonious way to do that is through companion planting. This technique involves pairing plants that benefit each other. Take tomatoes and basil, for instance. Basil acts as a natural deterrent to pests and enhances the flavor of tomatoes. Another classic pairing is carrots and onions. The pungent smell of onions helps to ward off carrot root flies. Some plants, like legumes, fix nitrogen in the soil, benefiting their neighbors. Planting legumes alongside nitrogen-loving plants like broccoli can give them a real growth boost. Companion planting is all about observation and experimentation. Pay attention to how your plants interact and try different combinations. You might discover some surprising partnerships. It's a beautiful example of nature's own pest control system. Remember, companion planting is about creating a thriving ecosystem within your garden beds. Experiment and observe to find the best combinations for your garden. Never underestimate the power of a good mulch. It's like tucking your garden beds in for a good night's sleep. Mulch acts as a protective blanket, shielding the soil from harsh elements. One of the primary benefits of mulch is moisture retention. A good layer of mulch helps to prevent the soil from drying out too quickly. Mulch also acts as a natural weed suppressant. Organic mulches like straw, wood chips, or shredded leaves decompose over time, adding valuable nutrients back into the soil. Applying mulch is simple. Just spread a layer a few inches thick around your plants. Take care not to pile it up against the stems. Your garden will thank you for it. Composting nature's recycling system. Creating your own nutrient-rich compost is a simple process. Think of your compost heap as nature's own recycling system. Instead of sending kitchen scraps and garden waste to landfill, you can give them a second life as valuable soil amendment. Compost is chock full of essential nutrients that plants crave. It helps to improve soil structure and increases the soil's ability to retain moisture. Compost introduces beneficial microorganisms into the soil. Building a compost heap is easier than you might think. All you need is a designated area in your garden, a compost bin, or simply a pile on the ground. Add a mix of green materials like kitchen scraps and grass clippings, and brown materials like fallen leaves and shredded cardboard. Turn the pile occasionally to provide aeration, and in a matter of months, you'll have a treasure trove of black gold ready to nourish your garden. Smart watering, quenching your garden's thirst. Water is the lifeblood of any garden. Overwatering can be just as detrimental as underwatering. One simple tip is to water your garden in the morning. This allows the foliage to dry out during the day, reducing the risk of fungal diseases. Watering in the morning also minimizes evaporation. When watering, aim for the base of the plants rather than spraying the leaves. Consider investing in a drip irrigation system for more efficient watering. Adjust your watering schedule based on the weather conditions and the needs of your plants. Feel the soil with your fingers. If it's dry to the touch, it's time to water. Pruning is far more than just a cosmetic exercise. It's an essential aspect of plant care. By removing dead, diseased, or overgrown branches, you're promoting healthier growth. Pruning allows for better air circulation within the plant, reducing the risk of fungal diseases. It also helps to redirect the plant's energy, encouraging bushier growth and more abundant blooms. The best time to prune varies depending on the plant species. When pruning, always use sharp, clean tools to make clean cuts and prevent the spread of diseases. And don't be afraid to be bold. A well-pruned plant will reward you with healthier growth. Pruning is about understanding your plant's needs and guiding their growth. Every gardener encounters pests at some point, but that doesn't mean we have to resort to harsh chemicals. There are plenty of natural remedies that are just as effective. One of my favorite natural pest control methods is using neem oil. This oil is a natural insecticide that disrupts the life cycle of many common garden pests. Another go-to remedy is garlic spray. Simply crush a few cloves of garlic and steep them in water overnight. Strain the mixture and spray it on your plants to deter aphids and other insects. The strong smell of garlic acts as a repellent. Invite beneficial insects into your garden. Ladybugs, for instance, are voracious predators of aphids. Planting a diverse range of flowering plants can help to keep pest populations in check naturally. A healthy garden is a balanced ecosystem. By working with nature, we can create a thriving environment where pests are kept in check. Witnessing the changing seasons reflected in the garden is one of the most rewarding aspects of gardening. To make the most of your garden year-round, it's essential to understand the rhythm of the seasons. Spring is the perfect time to sow seeds for cool weather crops like lettuce and spinach. As the weather warms up, shift focus to summer crops like tomatoes and peppers. Fall is a time for harvesting the last of the summer crops and preparing the garden for winter. It's also a great time to plant cool season vegetables for a fall or winter harvest. Kale and chard can tolerate frost and will continue to produce well into the winter months. Winter is a good time to prune dormant trees and shrubs. Spread mulch around plants to protect them from frost. Plan for the gardening year ahead. There you have it. 8 essential tips to help you create the garden of your dreams. Try these techniques and watch your garden bloom. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more gardening tips and tricks.